So this is part 2, because part 1 I actually slipped in some fucking naked pictures that someone who was catfishing me pretended to be. I kept it for my records. I'm gonna have to clip that. Anyway, so either you're gonna be watching this in a new video, or I'm gonna have attached this to the other video and keep it around 7 minutes or so. Again, any Facebook pictures, you know, avoid them. But everyone else, baby mamas or not, you know, what have you. Again, if they don't have a description and they say, like, you know, they've active like 2 minutes ago or whatever, then they're probably a bot and they don't really count. But bots are almost always sluts anyway, so whatever. They're all Babylonian you-know-whats, except for the ones who have added me, perhaps, because those ones tend to be informants. The only people who really add me are informants, because they're screening it out, okay? Now, I don't think that they're screening out the likes, you know, because to be fair, there is a chance that the ones who match me are being screened out. There's a chance that they've messed with the fucking permissions and this and that. They tweaked the program, to make a long story short, in order to have only informants match me, you know, which is how they fuck with me, because they mess with my love life, right? I have an oath anyway, and I've had an oath for, you know, over a year now, damn near a year and a half. This one actually looks dead on like one of my ex-girlfriends. Wouldn't be surprised if it was, but this picture looks slightly different, so I don't think it is. But dead on. Might even be in their family. Anyway, Babylonian whores, all of them. I mean, excuse me, Babylonian you-know-whats. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be civil. I'm not trying to break any rules here. Anyway, she has a resemblance to other people. There's, you know... Now, you're going to hear a lot of skeptical fools saying that, oh, you know, he thinks everyone looks the same. You know, and a lot, this folder is actually been separated from the other folders. I have thousands of these pictures, you know. You got to realize that I'm a pretty good looking guy. Okay, when people say that he's not my type, in my case, they're either a racist, a traditionalist, which is basically the same thing. You know, people only date people in their own culture or race or ethnicity or religion, what have you, whatever the tradition is. Or they are not righteous, okay? And then there's the minority of them who aren't any of those things and just happen not to think that I'm attractive. And then there's the few, because when you like, I'm almost positive that when you like someone, they get they jump to the head of the line, if you will, of people who when you swipe, you know, they become next in line, pretty much. That way it helps you find your match, you see what I'm saying? Because if they didn't do it that way, it'd be damn near impossible to find your match, if you get my drift. So these women almost certainly had the opportunity at some point to either match me or, either like me or not like me. Swipe right or left or click those little buttons right here. Okay? So it's safe to say that their friends think like them and have the same similar tastes. As part of why they're friends, and you know they share certain subcultures in common, and it isn't the counterculture. You know, these are all Babylonian you-know-whats. Now, do you see how it's not just a few women? You see how my studies overwhelmingly, because you're going to find people who accuse me of not really having done my studies on these social media sites. And I'm sure those of you who see this know this is, oh, look, I got to add this to my satanic picture, you know. You see those on TV, they a Kid Ink video, Woman in Blood, okay? Her, actually, she doesn't really count because she wasn't even on Tinder in the first place. She actually talked to me, but anyway, she was too young anyway. And I have my oath. So all these people, you know, some of them have... I like that picture. Let's go back to it. Yeah, I like that. Anyway, there's her again. When I said she was young, she wasn't like a teenager. She was like 19, 20. And even that isn't that young. These 21-year-olds. To me, 21 and up to about fucking 49, depending on how they look. You know, 40 to 49, you know, depending on how badly they aged, is pretty much my age group to me, you know. So you're gonna see everything from 21 to fucking 40 or something, because I think that's how I limit it. See, 35. So this is not just young women. It's not just older women. It's not just women my exact age. This is another good one. Spotted a few smart going. Yeah, these aren't supposed to be in the folder. Anyway, so now you can. Many of you, I'm sure, you can see what I'm saying now. There's going to be people who say, well, the study wasn't fair because you're probably right about Big Brother. It's convenient for you feminists to say that I'm right about Big Brother when it suits you. See a demonic picture? No, like, it ain't Halloween. Why is there so many Halloween type pictures? Anyway, so the feminists are going to say, you know, well, Big Brother tampered with the study because it suits them. And when it suits them, they'll say, well, he's a mental case who thinks Big Brother's tampering with him. You see what I'm saying? But if I bring up this study, I guarantee those same ones who are going to play the psych ward, psychiatric, psychologist kind of angle are going to turn around and say that, oh, well, Big Brother was probably tampering. You know, he said himself, you know. This is how they are, man. This is how they are. Anyway, you know what? I think I'm just going to make this a whole part 2. So I want to get through this. I want you people to see the last month alone, you know, what I do. Because typically when I go out to upload my videos, I use up all my likes on Tinder. You know, I quickly go through them. And you see how all these Halloween, like, what is with you people in devil pictures, Halloween pictures? What is with you women, you know? Babylonian, you know what's. And cleavage is rampant. You know, the Bible says dress modestly. You think that these people are Christians? I mean, this is, you know, I don't just go out every day and see people every day in the most populated state in the Union. I see women on social media every day. I'm on YouTube every day. Okay? I'm telling you right now, these people, I haven't seen a single Christian yet. You know, in one of my videos I just uploaded, it says, you know, if you keep, it was some quote, I think it was from Matthew or something, I don't know. I'll put in the comments if I find it that important. But it says if you keep if you keep doing what you're doing, that you're not repenting. You haven't repented, you know. That you're not sorry, you know. Anyway. So what are these, you know, just like homosexuals are unrepentant sinners, sluts, women who date men because of their social status are unrepentant sinners. You know, I expect women to choose me for 2 reasons. One, I'm obviously, blatantly, if you look at my profile, very obviously a good man. I'm also a very good-looking man and a humble man, and my profile is very righteously, even romantically written, so where, you know, it pretty much, if they don't press like, they're a bad person. Or they're the minority of women who, for some strange reason, think I'm unattractive. Okay? And they're not a righteous person because they're choose, you know, they say, well, he's a black guy, he couldn't possibly have that much money. Because my profile, you can't really tell if I make $30,000 a year or $130,000 a year. You know, I don't make no, you know, 150 plus, but you know, you can tell that, oh, somewhere around there, there's $100,000, you know, fucking range. So they don't know. They just assume because I'm black that I don't have a picture in a fucking front of a mansion or in a Porsche or something that I'm not. And even though it says I have a degree in software engineering, I'm a software engineer and this and that, you know, you see what I'm saying? This is what a good-looking black software engineer who's obviously a righteous man, a religious man, not just by looking at me, just by my comments, you know, I'm a good judge of character. I can tell, the same way I can tell these women are all Babylonian you-know-whats, I can tell by my profile how I come off. You see what I'm saying? And some of these women, like her, have come up more than once. As if Big Brother knows that I find her very attractive, and they want to mock me all over again. Like, ha ha, remember her? Yeah, you can't have her. And the fact that she's come up more than once means that we probably own her body, and we're doing what we want with her right about now. You see what I'm saying? Especially when the sun goes down. So, yeah. I think many of you are starting to truly grasp how deep this goes. That I wasn't joking with my studies when I told you about my date hookup and POF and OkCupid and Facebook and all these women I reached out to. It was something like, what was it? I forgot. I used to have it memorized on the top of my head. It was like 5,000 women or something like. It might have even been 10,000. It was something huge. I have it written down in my notes about the study, but it was pretty bad. I remember I used to always bring up that study when I'd go in on women. Now her, I have a slight bit of respect for because of that protest sign. Less respect because she didn't match me, but it's okay. So out of all these women you just seen, you know, it's about 4 seconds a picture. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000. About 4 seconds a picture. You know, the first video is about 7 minutes long. We're at 10:35 right now. Okay? Do the math. 60, excuse me. We'll call about 17, 18 minutes. Okay, so it's 18 times 60 divided by 4, and that's how many fucking pictures we've gone through. I'm just quickly shooting out there, you know, 18 times 60 is about what? 12.